you know.
You'll try and get the levels
Well,
right.
yeah, but we're not.
Oh, press fucking record. Let's go. Jesus.
Hold on, hang on. I've got to get to where I am.
Fucking mate, you're nowhere.
I tell you what.
Don't try and make out like you know what you're fucking doing.
I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, I know.
Right, hang on. Hold on. Right, let's start. We're going to start now. Yeah.
Two decorators and a microphone.
Is that better?
First painting and decorating podcast with Trev and Ryan.
Apparently, it's all about the levels in life.
It is all about the levels because we had complaints about last week.
Did we?
How
fucking rude!
Yeah, pretty much. Where it'll be us gently talking, and then you come in with a jingle of some sort, and it is blasted through headphones.
Is this complaints plural or singular?
I mean, does it count if it's one person saying the same thing twice? Or
A bit like your mum.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that complaints or just complaints?
That's just fucking.
Hi guys. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
How we doing?
How dreadfully nice to see you all.
Another episode. Another
Of
episode
this
where
shit show.
Another
we
episode
call-
where we've yet to actually figure out a way for you to give us money. Next week, promise. We promise this time. I'll tell you.
you've been saying
Before you
this
even
for
no.
weeks.
Before you even start.
Oh God.
This morning, about 8:22, I think it was.
Right.
I get a message on WhatsApp, and I don't know if you do this as well, but I don't really like talking to people. So on WhatsApp, what I'll do is scroll my notifications down. You can read what people have sent you, and if I feel like replying, I'll reply, and if not, I'll just leave it for a bit. I got a screenshot from you from one of these Patreon, buy me a coffee, whatever type dealies.
Yep.
And
Been doing the legwork.
got a screenshot, and I was like, oh yeah, that looks good. We'll have a chat about that later. And I come in, and Dad goes, oh, did you look at that what was it, podcaster bean thing? Podfan. Did you have a look at that? And I go, no, I thought you were. No, I just sent you the screenshot. I thought you'd look into it.
Exactly,
You
yeah,
didn't send
much
me
of-
any message along with the screenshot. Just a
Well,
screenshot of this thing.
I don't need to tell you.
Expect it. Well, no, apparently you do need
You're
to
not
tell
an
me.
idiot, are you? Jesus.
Apparently so.
Got to do all the work. Fuck's sake.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll make up for it next week.
Oh yeah.
Might not be a podcast next week, guys. Sorry, by the way, we might have fallen out.
The prodigal son is
There
returning.
might be a.
I'm going to feel the fatted calf.
what?
The prodigal son.
Prodigal.
Prodigal.
Fire starter, twisted fire starter, now it's Prodigy.
Prodigal.
Yeah, oh yeah, something like that.
What's it?
I don't know. I don't know what.
Have you not?
you're
Do you
trying to
not
come
know
up
that
with
story?
No.
About the son goes away and he comes back and they kill the
The
Phil.
sun goes away every day, doesn't it?
No, he goes away.
It's gonna
He goes away.
go away in a couple of
The
hours.
sun goes away. The son, not
Oh, sun.
S-O-N,
S-O-N.
not
Yeah.
S-U-N. He goes and they feel and they can't. He comes back and they kill a fatted calf and
Oh, okay.
it's the it's a Bible story.
Oh, yeah, I'm not really into that shit.
Yeah.
No, not for
Look,
me.
look it up. Google it.
No, I'm alright. So,
I reckon we should be doing this week.
what? Go on.
Hang on a minute.
If you feel brave enough and it's not going to blow out any headphones.
And we're not going to get complaints.
Yeah.
Well, one complaint.
Complaint.
One complaint from one
Is
person
the
all
only,
the time.
well, it's not as if anyone else bloody fucking gives us any emails or anything like that.
Bloody.
2decks1mike@gmail.com. Not that you'll use it, ever.
Bloody fucking.
Bloody fucking.
So you've been working.
Yeah. Voking. Thank you very much.
Oh, dear. Right.
You going to do it?
I've not
Should we do it?
I've not really thought this through.
Yeah. Dad, every week that we start this, sometimes, well, last week I was on a really good run. I noted down, I kept a notebook in the van, so I knew what we were talking about, and this week I've really failed to sort of keep any sort of notes. So when I say I've got nothing, I genuinely have absolutely nothing.
Oh, we'll find something. Don't worry. Let's get going with
Yeah?
That's nearly professional.
Oh, okay, that's a bit loud.
Right,
Knock
let's
it
go.
down a tad.
Oh, I did tell you.
A bit more. A little bit more.
I did.
A little bit more.
Is that all right, Joe?
A little bit more.
Joe?
It's just when it peaks up in that, like, the whistle comes in. Oh, no, it stopped. Right, go on. Good, the bad, the ugly. What's your good of the week?
That should be longer than that, surely. I'm sure it's longer than that.
Right, go on. You're good.
My good.
You're good.
My good.
Absolutely. No, you might have found someone to work for you. There you go. I'm doing it for
yeah,
you.
Exactly. Yeah, might have found a young.
Backpack on once again. I'm just getting ready
sorry.
for Monday. That's all it is.
Sorry.
Just getting the warm up on the back.
I may have found a young lad, a young boy, a young lad to come and give me a
May
hand.
have enticed the young boy into the van.
Another.
I've got some sweeties for you.
No, may have found a young lad to come and give us a hand for a couple of days and see how he gets on. Trouble is, you start all high hopes, don't you?
No, yeah.
And then life just disappoints you.
No, that's
So we'll have to wait and see. That's a work in progress.
Yeah.
So what's your good, Ryan?
My good, I had it and then forgot it.
Ah.
I sorted out the racking in my van finally. How about that
Oh
one?
yeah, we've
done that today.
We've had a bonding day.
I spent the last 4 or 5 hours pretending to be a chippy. Turns out, easy as fuck.
Especially when your father's spent all the time sorting out all the tools so they're there, nice and to hand on a lovely
Oh yeah,
wall.
'cause it's not as if, to be fair, actually, it's not as if you use those fucking tools for anything, is it? You made some holes in some 4x2 and cut me out a little bit of OSB, and that was about it.
Make some brackets for spraying.
Yeah, no, eventually you'll get on doing some spraying up there, won't you?
Yeah, we can't
Eventually.
things.
No, you definitely can't.
What's my bad? Oh yeah, I'm going to touch on this a little bit later.
Yeah,
but,
not the little boy again, is it?
No, but I volunteered this week to help some. What are they called?
Youths.
Yeah, but
Youths.
that was a bit bad. But
I
we're going
think-
to talk about that in a
I
bit.
think between me and
a bit
you,
longer in a minute.
we've figured out that, honest to God, working for charity is a fucking pain in the arse.
No,
really,
it's
isn't it?
not. It is good.
It's the biggest fucking ball ache ever.
But we're talking
You
about.
definitely work for doing charity, don't you? They don't make it easy. It's not as if, like, some jobs I've gone into and, you know, they're really easy jobs and, like, you actually get paid money for them. And then every time I've worked for charity, it has been fucking palaver every time.
Yeah, but I think they rely on you to pick up the slack and know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? They do rely quite heavily on you. But we're going to talk about that in a minute. So,
I think the only one that went all right was that
the one what I got.
Dulux. Yeah, the Dulux one.
Oh, the Dulux one was all right, mate.
Yeah.
And the other one, that one we did for that school, the raffle.
Oh
So
yeah, that was all right.
So
No, because we done that. Yeah, because we didn't. It wasn't the kitchen that we done there. Do you remember going into the kitchen and they still had their breakfast stuff out?
Yeah, but we ignored that. Yeah, but that was we did that bedroom, didn't we?
Yeah,
That
it was the bedroom that was
that
the
was a piece
charity.
of cake, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was all right.
So that was all right. So,
Smashed that out in a day.
really, out of 4 charities, we've done 4 charity jobs,
4 plus one down the road.
including the one down the road.
Yeah,
So
one
that's
including. Yeah, that's all
so
right.
50%.
What? 2 of them went all right.
2 of them went all right, and 2 of them were hard work.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if 50% of my jobs went bad, I'd reconsider what I was doing as
Exactly.
a career.
So
I don't think it's going that well.
What was your bad?
Coverstain, T5.
Oh, God.
God, Jesus Christ, what a mess.
Jesus.
What a mess. I think we went into it expecting it to be a little bit too easy. But, you know, I was saying the other week that the T5, you could sort of operate it with a sledgehammer and it'd still be all right.
Turns out.
Turns out, you don't need a sledgehammer to fuck that machine. You just need about 4.5 litres of Coverstain. That'll fucking ruin it. I don't quite know what went on, but I think it was a case of we were trying to work straight out of the tin, which was a bad idea. We should have strained it first.
So you're getting too confident. That's the thing,
yeah,
maybe.
I think
Maybe
that's what it was. We were a little bit too keen.
Yeah.
I think what happened was Mr. Bonbunty Admiras was watched a video on YouTube of matey cleaning bin out of his 9.5, and it looked relatively simple out of the 9.5.
Yeah.
So that got into the head that cleaning out any spray machine with oil based in it would be easy.
Turns out, no.
So yeah, it wasn't going right. We couldn't find the right tip. It kept blocking. We had like the machine was running balls to the wall, and it just couldn't keep up. And you know, it's a $2.5 machine; it should keep up. But we're not going to be putting.
I'm just reminding the listeners this is what we're talking about. You know, just a little refresher that we are.
Nice and subtle, smooth. Yeah, great. Whoopty fucking. Yeah, so that didn't go too well. That was quite bad. What's your ugly?
Oh, my ugly.
Go on.
I'm going to tell you all about it.
Tell me. Hit me.
My French mademoiselle.
Speaking of Frenchy, that's my bad. That's my ugly as well.
What?
Is a French woman.
Well, have we've spoken about this on the podcast?
I think we did.
Do we speak about this job I went to look at?
Yeah, and they were in a very, 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 very nice house. Very nice house.
So my suspicions or my fears are being realised.
Yes.
That don't deal with designers
unless you are capable of dealing with them.
No,
but you are very not capable of dealing with them.
Because
they just work in a completely different way to you, didn't they?
I spoke. Well, let me take you through my contact with this woman last week.
Bearing in mind she's paying a hefty sum.
Well, I don't even think she is. I don't think she knows what she's paying, to be honest.
I don't
because
quite think she
said,
knows what she got into.
She said, I got your quote and it had lots of noughts on it. Yeah, it did have lots of noughts on it.
The figure at the beginning you need to worry about.
Yeah, but just read the bit that I wrote at the beginning of the quote.
Yeah.
Without the noughts that says...
Again, it goes back to your old adage that they only ever look at the last number on the quote.
So, anyway, I began the week by making a phone call, trying to get hold of her. This was on Monday. No response. Left it till Tuesday, nothing happened, so called her again on Wednesday. Nothing happened, left a message, got a return phone call on Thursday, and we discussed how she's going to be testing various different paints to find out which ones are the best ones to use.
Is that not your job?
Yeah, we don't want... Yeah, you test what you want. Just let me... Anyway.
You test what you want. I'm still going to be pouring in Deco into the tins in the van.
So, and then we were talking about the quote, and she said, this is where she said about the noughts. I was using lots of noughts on your quote. So I thought, well, you've obviously not actually read it properly. So I then rewrote the quote on an email, telling her exactly what the day work was, exactly what hours we were working.
Yeah.
Oh, this was the cracker. Can you get cheap paint? Or can you get cheaper paint? Why? Well, the more I save on paint, the more it gives me to spend on light fittings, taps, and soft furnishings like,
How much is she expecting to save on paint?
Yeah, mate, yeah. So, and on the quote, I'd put that I'd supply materials at trade plus 10%, which I thought was very generous. So it just proves how much she hasn't read
a fucking anything.
So now it's Sunday afternoon, and as of yet, I've not had any sort of response back. I sound like Winston Churchill. It's now Sunday afternoon, and the Germans have not replied. We are now at war with the French. No, so she's not replied.
Yeah.
So we are now rolling on to the third week since I've seen her.
Yeah.
And got absolutely
nothing.
Fuck all organised. So this is not boding well.
Yeah, not looking particularly great. I think she might be told to fuck off.
She may be getting the email of, perhaps we're not the company that
can achieve your dreams.
Yes, exactly.
Realise your vision.
Yes, we are not.
I'm going to switch around my bad and my ugly. Because the T5, that was ugly. That was like 5 o'clock. We were fucking around with this, like white spirit everywhere, oil everywhere.
Oh, and about Joe, tell me.
Oh yeah, and this is the only time that I think Mr. Bidwell of Paint Shack,
the home of Caparol paints. Big up, Colin and Steve. Come on, right?
Thinks we might have a falling out at some point, but we get to have any sort of falling out. Me and Joe, we get on quite well.
I think you're of the same nature.
Yeah.
Both
call a cunt.
And both quite laid back.
Yeah. So we had one, we were cleaning it out. We had one 12.5 litre empty tub. For fuck's sake. Kick me right off the stride. It's not as if you could fade it down, play it, and then fade it up so it's a bit subtle. You just smack it in the face.
You're lucky to get a fucking decent level. Be honest. Jesus.
Right. And we had one that was like proper dirty white spirit, and another one that was sort of clean. I don't know why. We're on our knees, obviously cleaning out the machine. He goes to get up and he puts his hand on the edge of one of these tubs and just flicks white spirit all fucking over himself. And he sent me a picture later on in the evening where he had his watch on. And where the spirit had obviously got trapped underneath his strap, it was red raw, wasn't it? Yeah. Really raw. And he said even worse was his ankles, because it got caught in his in the elastic of his socks.
Yeah.
And his ankles are like it as well.
Do you know what? I blame Nitromorse for this.
Why?
Because back in the good old days, in the 80s, when you had Nitromorse, you fucking knew you were using Nitromorse.
We'll get onto the OCC in a minute.
Your fucking skin. So when you got flipping white spirit on it, it didn't even matter. You could
I can deal with white spirit. I think just he's a bit of a pussy. Yeah.
So what we now we
but that was the ugly, because it was a very, very ugly situation.
So my bad was the French woman.
Sorry,
we're on to your bad.
No, I'll carry on with that story. But yeah, anyway, he flicked all of this white spirit over himself, and I started pissing myself laughing, like fucking full on. I bent over, laughing in his face, and I was like, mate, just give me 5 minutes, I'm gonna go walk around the corner and deal with this, because I will be fucking giggling for the next 10. And he looked so fucking pissed off, you know, like 5:30, getting on towards 6, and he's just had a shower in fucking White Spirit. And then he's got me fucking laughing straight in his face.
Exactly, not the best,
And
is it?
I was like, oh, just give me 2 minutes. I'm going to go around the corner and have a little laugh, and I'll come back. And, you know, I was getting it with you sometimes. You're just on the edge, and no, I'm not going to poke you anymore because you'll fucking burst. And, yeah, it was the same with him. Oh, just give me 2 minutes because it's not going to end well if I carry on laughing at you.
Exactly.
It was funny, though.
So what's your bad then?
My bad. We get to this job on Monday, and you know what it's like, you're having a chat with the customer, and it used to be for the past couple of years you just end up on Brexit, and now at the moment you're ended up on the Rona, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I was around there, had this big Smeg fridge that was left in the room for us to work around, and she's there chatting away, and she goes, oh, well, there you go, that's better. She was chatting away and goes, oh, yeah, well, you know, it'll be good when if Trump gets back into office. What? And she goes, and he's, oh, yeah, well, it's, you know, a while away now, 2024. She goes, oh, no, well, I think they're going to be getting him in a bit before that. And I'm around the corner of this fridge, and I just give Joe a look. I'm like, what the fuck is she on about? And he said to me later, he's like, the look on your face almost looked like you were going to go around that fridge, tell her to fuck off, and then walk home. I was like, yeah, I was very fucking close to it, mate. It's only the fact that we got the job off of her husband, and we get on quite well with her husband. So, like, I didn't want to ruin Joe's fucking relationship. But, yeah, it was very close to what on the fucking earth are you on about, love? Shut the fuck up! And then just walked out. I wouldn't have fucking been there, but yeah.
I tell you what, Princess, put the kettle on.
Yeah, I tell you what, just fucking shut the fuck up.
You're obviously way at your desk.
Some sort of fucking idiot. How about you go get a job instead of sitting around the fucking house scrolling Facebook all day?
Yeah. What about putting a bit of bacon on?
Yeah. Just anything to fucking shut you up.
Stop.
Yeah.
Kill Facebook and put the kettle on.
Yeah, he said that it was the most, like, what the fuck sort of look that he's ever seen on my face. Like, what in the fuck is she on about? What? Yeah. Because that's the thing. When I first started with Joe, the first job I had with him, and it sort of it kicked it off on the right foot, and I was working in this flat, a rental, just spraying out amphibilin, and to be fair to him, it was the first job that I ever done for him, and he just left me there and told me to get on with it myself, which is fair enough. But the estate agents were there, and I didn't know the address. You just goes, oh, meet me on this street, I'll meet you outside, and then you sort of know where the job is, didn't you?
Yeah.
Apart from that time that I lost a job.
Where am I working?
Yeah, genuinely, I drove up and down this road 4 times trying to find this fucking house, and I could not find it. But yeah, and I didn't really know where I was, and I get this call up. Didn't say, oh yeah, you know, it's Jill from fucking the estate agents. Are you at this property? He just goes, it's like, hello, and they go, oh, are you at 16 Main Street? And I was like, I don't know. Well, you're either there or you're not. And I was like, cheeky. Well, yeah, I guess I'm there. Right, we're sending someone round because you're the only one with keys and they're doing a viewing. Like, hold on a second, I'm in the middle of spraying this fucking flat out and you're trying to bring people in here. And I said that to him, and he was like, you should have told them to fuck off. And I was like, I was going to, but I didn't want to, you know, use your customers. I don't want to stitch up your customers. But he was like, no, if you told them to fuck off, I would have backed you. And I was like, good. And from then on, that sort of set off the, don't take shit. But yeah, that was, I'll get on with Joe quite well for that, but I'm not going to stitch up his one of his, you know, good customers. But yeah, what in the fuck are you on about?
So how did it turn out? Did she get
the job was a fucking cunt. The job was shit. Because we were using sprayed premium clean, and it just started running between. We sprayed at wall ceilings.
Yeah.
Started running between the walls and the ceiling. So we were going to be there just a day. It was white in a hallway and a little dining room.
Yeah.
We were going to smash it out in a day, but it started running, and then, oh, fuck. So we went back there the next day, had to rub it all down, and then I backrolled it. But yeah, premium clean's a bit of a fucker to spray, apparently. So I learnt that Monday, Tuesday.
So you've had a good week of learning what not to fucking spray.
Yeah, pretty much. It has been
Coverstain.
Not the greatest week. Thursday, Friday was all right. We managed to recover the week Thursday, Friday, but the first 3 days were a bit of a fucking write-off.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we could be telling the same story next week.
We'll see. Well, it'll probably be Monday was a write-off, and then I don't want them to fuck off for the rest of the week.
Well, the first day's always a wasted day.
No, it's not. If the first day was a wasted day, I wouldn't be making any money.
Well, no. So, yeah, I just hope I've got everything up and running for Ryan tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope so too. Are we going to be using one of these? Oh, you've moved them.
Hey!
Where are they gone? Where are they gone? Where are it? Where's it gone? Hold on. Where is it?
They weren't there.
Hopefully they're in the fucking van.
They weren't there last week either.
Oh, I just didn't
I
notice
got
it.
so fed up with you turning up and fucking arguing about them that I've hid them.
But why?
Here we
Why
go.
would you
Here
not
we
use
go.
them? I have 250, 300 quid worth of spray gun that you got for free. It's not as if you put any money
worked
out
for
for
'em.
it.
I got a one on a price.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And
So
the
you got
other
it
one
for
I got-
free.
And the other one we got
Yeah,
for bringing that spray.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not
glass
saying
machine
you
back.
fucking robbed them or nothing, but you got it for free. So you're not losing out on anything by using it.
I tell you what.
Why is it still in the case?
I tell you what. If you promise, if you sign a bit of paper and say you're going to stick with me for the whole week next week, I'll take you to the job tomorrow.
I don't even think I want to gamble that, to be honest, mate. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not going to go that far.
I can't commit to a week.
Yeah, I go.
That's a step too far.
Yeah.
Oh dear, you're like one of them rodeo things.
What?
Horses that I've sort of let you free, and now you're bucking and kicking, and you've got to come back, and I've got to get you back under control.
Actually, I think you're probably more like one of them fucking clowns that are in the ring. But
Thanks, Ryan.
yeah.
I was the one that set you on your path.
But hopefully, we'll get that sprayed out quite quick. We're not going to be doing it at a T-Mangan pace. We'll be doing it at a Dar Square pace.
Will we?
Oh, yes.
Oh, dear. Hold on.
We've got 2 tubs of Capid in, mate. We're going to be giving that thing like 6 coats.
Oh, so
Right.
So that was. Hang on, bear with me. That was the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I always forget to do this every week. Can you shut the fucking thing up?
It'll stop in a minute.
There's a bloke on Instagram that I follow, and he cracks me up every fucking week. He does.
Yeah.
He's JT Decorating. Is just his stories is well worth watching just for the crack of it. Like,
You just showed me that one with the consumer unit on
yeah,
the
it
floor.
shows you one where he got to a job and the sparkies had been there, but the consumer unit was just thrown on the floor with all his cables coming out of it. And he was going along with his mate the other day, and he was like, I promised him that I'd give him double pay if he didn't say a word for the entire day. And he goes, lasted about 15 minutes, and he started saying it hurted him and he couldn't do it. And he's got his mate there. His mate's an old boy that works with him. He knows how to use the spray machines, but he don't really know what it is. So every time he's got one out, he goes, "Here, Jim, what's that called then?" And he goes, it's the Greco 9567 HVX PMP. It's just, it cracks me up. Well worth a follow. I always forget to shout him out. But JT Decorators on Instagram. JT Decorating.
Are you on Instagram as well?
Oh, yeah, at @SND_decorating while you're there.
Ah,
It's actually surprising. I put up a poll the other day of how many people follow me because of what I've said on the podcast. And it turned out to be like 60% of people just follow me for following me.
Really?
Not for the podcast. So follow me, you cunts. Oh, yeah, and don't forget to check out jmears.co.uk, John's blogs, and his new book. But you've missed out on the deal, so more for you.
Also, we were talking, we we're pushing products. CT1. Don't forget to a Crown Decorator Centre and get some
PeelTech
and BT1.
Even if you don't fucking use it, just buy it.
Get it in your van.
They always help us out, so you can help them out. Go and buy some PeelTech from Crown.
Yeah, so that would be a good one. Yeah, Crown Decorator Centre.
The CDC.
Anything else?
I don't think I've got anything else.
Lancaster had a promotion on.
Yeah, what was it? DF10?
Yeah, I think that was what it was.
Go on. It's Painters and Decorators Forum UK. Fucking use the search function. You're not an idiot.
And it's run by...
See, you're rude. Like, this is why you've got. This is why you got to be keyed up on the desk.
Okay, so...
Oh yeah, but speaking of, you sent me got some paint sent to me the other day because I'm part of their review team. Which I think,
you said that very proudly as well.
I think is very fucking brave.
Yeah, are you fucking mental?
Have you seen what I said about products? I was going to try some today, but I got sidetracked by doing the racking. I thought I'd be done quicker.
So hopefully we're going to
It took me a little bit longer.
We're going to be doing it in Father's time tomorrow.
We've got some Nordfarg and some ICAN. Ican or ICAN? I'd say ICAN.
I'd say ICAN. It's, I'd like that. What's that? Nordfarg Vag?
Yeah, Nordfarg Vag. So it's V, A with a little umlaut, a little 2 dots, GG. So it's probably Varg, but I'm going to say Vag.
Vag is much better.
And then we also got some, and that is...
Are you meant to be talking about these products then, or is it?
Yeah, I think so. I think you can get them.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
Mate.
I think the place I got them from is called Ray Munn. Not Raymond, Ray Munn.
Yeah.
And Vag is an extremely scratch-proof, high-quality waterborne paint for interior walls and ceilings. So it's an durable emulsion, velvety service. What was that? Velvet Underground is a velvety cervix with no glossy appearance in raking light. Yeah, primer and top coat, smooth result, no brush marks, blah blah blah. Durable emulsion, and then I've got Tra T-R-A with umlauts again. Umlauts. High quality waterborne, fast drying acrylic, interior wood paint, easy application, leveling properties, water-based woodwork paint. Really, primed wood, yeah. Got not self-undercoating. So that's a fucking loss. Stick with the Scuff X. You can just bash 2 of that. You don't need to undercoat it.
Is this your review?
Oh yeah, not even fucking touched the paint yet, man. I'm just doing it off the data sheets. That's why I get so annoyed that fucking Lick won't send me theirs, so I can tear theirs apart just off of the data sheet. And the we've got porcelain.
What's that?
Which is polyurethane acrylic based premium paint for indoor and outdoor wood surfaces alike. 3 different levels of gloss, semi-matte, semi-glossy, glossy. Which
semi-glossy,
what? Semi-matte, semi-glossy, and glossy.
Oh.
Eggshell, satin, and gloss.
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
come on, is it that hard? You got 3. If you're
Why
fucking
invent your own sheen
sort
levels?
of semi-matte, matte-ish, eggshelly kinda, and then semi-glossy, satin
It
gloss.
sounds like talking to a customer.
And
to be
then
honest.
yeah. But apparently they're all the same, whatever one you get. Yeah, it seems alright.
What was the primer sealer? Is that the one you just thrown on the floor?
Nah, this porcelain seems like it can go on anything.
Is that the primer
Doesn't
sealer?
say that. Is that no, it's not. Porcelain's a top coat, but it seems like you can just bash 2 straight on. You don't need to undercoat it, which is good. And I've got Grep V primer sealer.
That's what I was interested in. See if it's how that compared to sort of like
Stain and flash rusting block for most exterior surfaces. Excellent adhesion.
Yeah.
Ideal for those who want alkali-based quality in a waterborne primer. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, just a half primer really. But again, those are the ones it's got to be. It's got a top. A half prime, Scuff X, and amphibolin.
There you go.
There you go.
So hopefully we may
Easy
come
as
back. We might come back with some results for next week.
There you go, Mike. That's my review. How'd you fucking like that one? No, I will actually use them at some point eventually. They are
currently thrown around the studio at the moment. I do apologise.
they are in the van.
One
I
taken off the ceiling.
will eventually use them, and I'll let you know how I get on with them. But I'm most interested in getting into the vag. Really, seems like a good one.
I think we all are.
I opened the tin; it was a little bit fishy, but we'll have to see.
Tasted the chicken. Right, customers. Fucking customers. Right, I went to look at a job yesterday.
Yeah.
This ties in quite nicely.
Hold on, my show notes are on those bits of paper that I've just thrown about, so give me a sec.
This ties in quite nicely because it was a return to the. Hang on, wait for Ryan to go.
Hello.
Right, it's a return to the
The good old days.
No, the hall, stairs, and landing.
The one that you fleeced me on, you robbing bastard.
What the hell was that?
Do you even know what those buttons are, or do you only know Mike's one because it's down in the bottom right?
It was that one.
No, it wasn't. It's a different one.
Anyway,
is that
that was off of
Life of Brian?
Yeah,
I thought so.
Yeah, because that's where that come from.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, it's a return back to
The whole stair and landing that you robbed me on.
that I made so much money. I was just sat in the sun making money.
You did.
I
You
can't
genuinely
believe it.
So I done this job in Fleet, done it on a price, and you done the classic. I went, like 14. Ooh, I don't know if I can do 14. Ooh, do you want about 13.50? I know I've charged 5.5 for the job, but I'm going to be sitting in Spain, and you're going to be getting the materials and all of that shit. But I don't know if I can do 14. That means I'm only making $3,000 off of it. Oh, I don't know.
Paid your petrol?
I don't
today?
know. Fucking sitting in Spain by the pool. I want to be earning more than $3,000.
I paid your petrol.
Oh yeah,
Didn't I?
You paid the petrol for the fucking plane to Spain as well, didn't you?
And you turned up exactly when you wanted. Half day, get there at flipping lunchtime.
Yeah.
You had a life.
I do that now, would you?
To be serious though, that was. I went back there yesterday, and it still looks good. It was a good. You've done a good job there, right?
Do we? Oh, we'll not bring it up. Well, that was Andura on the woodwork, so that's a good shout for Andura because I've not really used that since. But if it's still lasting,
No.
I think it was in Deco on the walls, Andura on the woodwork.
When did we do it? 3 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, no, it looked good. You did a very good job there.
Yeah.
What are we not going to talk
For
about?
fuck all money.
No,
No.
we're not going to talk about.
No. It's genuinely that is something we actually can't talk about. I mean, you can mute us for a sec and then cut it out in the edit, but we
I'm
can't
not doing all
actually.
that.
Yeah, we can't.
No.
I'll tell you afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, this is a genuine. Like, we can't actually say it.
Would this be? Would it?
Dulux trade.
Would it? Would it make it to an extra?
No,
No.
because it's not.
Oh,
it's
shit.
not something. Yeah.
Okay. Customers.
Customers.
This
That's
is
what you're on
I'm talking
about.
So, that's my story. I went back to the flats that Ryan did, the communal area, to meet up with one of the residents. That,
Who lives at number 8 and made me do the inside
No,
of
lives at
their
number
front
6.
door, and actually turns out that they live at number 6.
so yeah, the deal
I
was
just painted some random fucking the inside of some rando's fucking door for no reason. Was that the one where they had the did they have white doors or did they have like blue doors?
No, they're white doors.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, the
Oh, that was a fucker of a job.
what?
Oh, we had these. It was like railings on the like that blue you got behind you there.
Yeah.
If you go on painting and decorating tips by TJ and look at the background he's got, it's a similar colour.
Okay, lovely.
Oh yeah, it was a shitter of a communal we done a while ago. That had that blue.
Not me and you.
No, not me and you.
Anyway,
You
so
think I'd do a communal with you? Fuck that.
the only reason you do the pub is because you might get a pint.
Yeah. Are their kegs still tapped into these? Can I just pull them? I'll have my head underneath it.
Anyway,
Go
so
on.
I met the customer there yesterday to look through her flat because her tenant had moved out.
Yeah.
So we went there. She's now moved. She used to live in Winchester. Still got a house in Winchester. Is renting that out as an Airbnb. She's got this flat in Fleet where she also rents that out
Yep.
to, or she might rent it out or sell it. She did want to put silk on the walls. Which
No, she did want to put silk on the walls.
she did want to put silk in this rental.
Yeah.
So yeah, she what?
That was like when we were at Crown doing one of these spray days with Mr. Bidwell. I see people coming, they had a trolley, these two women had a trolley.
Yeah.
2 10-litre tubs of Maggie Silk, 1 10-litre tub of Contract White, and then a couple of brushes and a couple of dust sheets. Oh, fuck me, you're in for a shitty day, aren't you? You are in for... Well, this is why every time you fucking come to do some painting, you go, I hate painting. It's because you're still using fucking silk.
So this was the thing.
Jimmy Savile wasn't a paedophile last time it was okay to use silk. Jimmy Savile was a fucking national treasure.
Yeah. Oh, good old Jimmy. So I went there and gave her a price, and then she come back with, I've got a decorator in the Isle of Wight. Did I mention she moved to the Isle of Wight? No, I've not mentioned that one. So she moved to the Isle of Wight. I've got a decorator in the Isle of Wight who's willing to come over and do a 2-bedroom.
We're about, what, 2 hours away from the Isle of Wight? Hour and a half, hour 40?
And I would say Fleet would be 2 hours, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if you,
By
by the time you include the ferry on there and all that shit.
So, she had a decorator do her place in the Isle of Wight where she's moved to, and he's willing to come over. Or apparently, she's told me he's willing to come over and do a 2-bedroom flat, like Ryan said, 2 hours away. Plus, you got to pay for the ferry
I'm petrol.
for £650 for the week. You think?
Crack on then, mate.
Yeah. And I just, and that was the other
I
thing.
rection he's probably part of the OCC.
You think so?
Yeah, I reckon so. He's probably using fucking silk.
And she
Touching little
said,
boys.
She said, "Can you, it's Ryan? Can you match that price?"
I can, but are we doing one fucking wall?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah.
What walls would you like me to do with that? I'll give you 6.
Yeah.
We can do a room and a half.
No,
No ceilings.
No, I can't match that price. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I even went to to the extreme of actually doing 650, working out exactly what he got, took the tax out, took the petrol in. You know, even then oh well, he's willing to come over for that. Well,
crack on then, he's like,
idiot. So,
more fool him.
And then just to kick me in the balls when I was just about down. If it doesn't work out with the man with the painter from the Isle of Wight, I'll be back in touch. Well, fucking will you?
yeah. Every time you're back in touch, the price goes up another fucking £100.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. Oh, I need it done quickly.
Yeah.
No.
Can I have it done really nicely, cheaply, and really quick?
Yeah. So no, that was a complete.
This is the fucking thing, like you said. So she's moved to the Isle of Wight.
Yep.
She's got a house that she's renting out.
Turns up in a Jag.
17-plate Jag.
Yeah.
Fucking Airbnb out. Landlords are cunts. I fucking hate landlords. Genuinely.
You can get some good ones.
The fucking leeches of our society. Fuck landlords.
Thank
And if
you.
you are a landlord, stop listening to the podcast. I don't fucking want you to. A-Lab, mate. All landlords are bastards.
Well, if it wasn't for you, that's a bit. If it wasn't for
How long have you been waiting for your ridge tiles to get fixed?
Oh yeah, but if it wasn't for a landlord, where would you be living?
I don't know, a house that I could fucking afford to buy.
Well, you can't. There's no. What can you
Well,
afford to buy?
there's no houses to buy because people that have got money from renting out properties buy another property to rent out.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. So if there weren't landlords, there'd be properties available
Wow,
to
but it's
buy.
Just the rich getting richer, isn't it?
Exactly.
That's the way life is, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it is. Yeah, it doesn't mean they're any less cunts.
Life
You know.
is so black. I thought life was black and white for me, but it's just absolute black and white for you, isn't it?
Well, all right. Even if you boil it down, out of these big corporations that own lots of properties and then rents money out of you that way.
Yeah.
My landlord.
He's all right.
Lovely bloke. Paul, another decorator. If he's listening, I'm about to get kicked out of my fucking flat. But anyway.
All landlords apart from you, Paul.
No. Definitely. So let's go this way.
What?
My flat isn't the biggest, is it?
No.
A little one-bed flat.
No, but
It's
it's...
a lovely location.
Yeah.
Definite lovely location. I'm paying £25 £25 a month more rent than you are for a 3-bed semi-detached with a big garden, access to the back, you know,
Yep.
fairly close to town, blah, blah, blah. I'm paying £25 more than you for a 1-bed, no parking.
Wow,
Yeah. We had some trouble with the fuse box.
Yeah. Oh,
Last summer.
Didn't you?
Yeah,
Oh.
kept just going randomly. We wouldn't have anything on in the flat, and it'd still go. So he got the sparkies round eventually, and mate, he was like, "This is just enough to get you going, but you need a new consumer unit."
Yeah.
Which is what I think. I don't know. Sparky charges $450, $650 for a consumer unit. Bearing in mind this flat, we looked it up, cost him $110 in 2001. And so far, I've given him fucking near on 13 grand in the past year. So he paid that off fucking when I was still in school.
Yeah.
So £875 a month are going into his pocket. Because it's not as if he's calling the fucking Sparkies up to put a new consumer unit in, is he?
All right, just go careful.
You know, the fucking kitchen's falling apart.
do remember
Not been painted in fucking years. I was
Yeah.
the last cunt to paint the fucking bedroom.
Yeah, just remember, I've turned your bedroom into a studio, and I quite like it.
But, like, you know, I've given this man so much money, and he can't even be asked to fucking call a Sparky up and fix this consumer unit. It's still on this temporary, it'll just keep you going for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be in it until all the time it's working. Until it goes wrong, it's going to be...
And then it don't really matter to him. Oh, yeah, they'll come in a week. Meanwhile, and, you know, the fucking windows are rotting and falling out. I'm still dealing with single glaze. Fucking freezing cold through the winter in the flat.
Not so bad in the summer.
No, not so bad in the summer. It's just baking fucking hot. But it's not as if out of that 13 that I've given him, I can go on my app and I can say how much money that I've given to him since I've lived there. You know, what's fixing 1, 2, 3, 4 windows?
Yeah.
Double glazing 4 windows. What's that?
Yeah, but people
Couple of
don't think
grand?
like that, do they?
No,
They don't.
landlords don't because they're cunts.
No, but not only that, homeowners don't, do they? They think it's, you know, they don't want to actually maintain their properties. They think the
Yeah.
longer they can leave it, the better.
But I mean, he should maintain his property because I pay for it. I
know.
pay £13,125 I've given him in 15 payments. Like,
yeah.
what the fuck? and you do fuck all with it. Like literally, it's just going into his pocket.
Yeah.
And then I can't go to the bank and go, oh look, I've not missed one rent payment in the past, 30 years or whatever. Oh no, you can't have a mortgage though, even though your mortgage is less than the rent payment and you've never missed a rent payment, but you can't have a mortgage.
It's fucking crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why does that not make any sense?
Exactly, it's all a load of fucking bollocks. Long story short, fuck landlords.
Anyway,
off of this little fucking rant.
Yeah.
Do you ever have like a? Granted, it's not like the most complicated job, but when you've got a process sort of nailed,
Yeah.
and you know exactly what you're doing, when you're doing it, and how you're going about it.
Right.
Because
yeah.
I've started, I think, dealing with mouldy and water stained ceilings. I've
where you're at.
nailed that at the moment.
Yeah.
Friday, get told, got to go to this fucking Copper Beach house. Really, really nice block of flats. Even to the point where I was walking through the car park and matey's got like a 60s era shining Merc, like silver arrow Merc sat in there. Probably more than I've ever earned in my life that car's worth. And yeah, just a little bit of water stain. One of the boards has popped, so it needed a little bit of filling. But I got in there, masked up, sheeted out, filled, stain blocked, 2 coats of amphibolin, and was out of there by, I think, 10 to 10. Like, yeah, get in there and fucking smash it. And that's what I've got with that, is I'm nailing getting through it. And yeah, obviously it's not the most complicated process, but
Yeah.
it's nice when you've got that sort of, exactly where you're going to. And yeah, that's the one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've just googled Copper Beach Woking. Have a look. It does look very.
Very, 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 very.
East Side Crescent.
Yeah, East Side.
Yeah, that looks very nice.
East Side's where you want to be working. We've got some nice jobs over East Side.
Oh, yeah, that is very.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the look of that. Very good.
Well, guess what we done this week?
What?
A fucking outside.
I know. Yeah, I remember you saying. Yeah.
What the fuck is that all about?
I didn't think you did outside.
No, I fucking don't. I just got made to do this one.
Made it.
It was
I want to do it.
It was 2 windows and a door, but one of the windows was above a conservatory, so I don't quite know how. And it was a real shitty one. It did end up looking really good in the end. It was a real shitty one, and somehow I managed to avoid being stood up on this conservatory out in the. I was actually able to stand in the kitchen and do the inside of the other 2 with a heater on me, being all nice and warm, and Joe was stood up on the conservatory roof, fucking freezing his arse off. So yeah, I managed to dodge that.
That was good. That was leading from the front though.
Yeah.
You took it on.
Oh yeah.
Tell you something else I saw this morning.
Go on.
You know Joel Bardwell has taken over Fixed Radio doing our.
No.
But he's taken over.
No.
Oh, okay.
Who?
What?
What?
Just listen. Be a little bit interested. He put on Instagram some photographs of work he's done, and it looked really good because he's taken before and afters, but from exactly the same spot
Yeah.
each time, and put them into like a little video.
Yeah.
But taking, this is like a tip for decorators. Just taking a picture.
517. 411. 212.
212. Just take a picture from exactly the same spot before and after. You'll be surprised what a big difference it makes. It does look.
Yeah.
Fuck off! Don't know
What?
I mean, I know you should do it, but
I'm still on my point that in reality, fuck befores.
well,
We had this debate long ago on a podcast long ago.
yeah.
I don't really think you need befores.
No, that's my point. I didn't think that, but when you look at what Joel did, it looks really good.
Yeah, but I'm not debating whether it looks good or it looks bad, but in reality, how many times have you fucking started a job and you've already sheeted out, maybe even got one on the ceiling and gone, ah, shit, I should have got a before?
Yeah, I know, but if you do make that effort, it does pay dividends. That's what I'm.
Wow, that was fucking big from you.
That does. I can't even find his bloody.
No. Well, he works for Fix, so he's probably a twat.
No, it's not.
If he wasn't, he probably would have left there by now, like our good friend Graham.
He's probably been duped by
Louis.
like we were duped. Yeah, he
Fucking idiot.
What's wrong with you? Can you have something nice to say about somebody?
No, everyone's a cunt. How about that?
Until they prove they're not.
Yeah, cunt until proven friendly. That's how I'm living. That's how I'm living my life. Sorry if you listen to the podcast and I meet you for the first time, but I'm probably going to think you're a bit of a twat. You listen to that shit? I don't even fucking listen to that.
I probably won't talk to you. I probably think you're a bit of a cock. Yeah, until you prove me wrong. Ryan, you can't go through life like that.
I'm making a good attempt at it.
Yeah, well, I can't find it. But it looked really
Nice. Yeah, well, to be fair,
It's really,
it makes about as much
really well.
difference on a podcast as finding it or not finding it. Oh yeah, hold on, actually. Oh yeah, you found it now. Oh yeah, it does look really. Yeah, it does look really good. Yeah.
No, but you might be able to agree with me and be a little bit.
No, I wouldn't agree with you.
Give this little section a little bit more.
I wouldn't agree with you because otherwise it.
Yeah,
I was trying to give it some ush by saying that you don't need to worry about befores.
No, exactly.
Because why are you showing off other people's shoddy work or worn out work?
It was just worn out, wasn't it? It's
Yeah.
not shoddy. It's just worn out.
You should be showing how nice your work looks, not
Right.
how shit the job looks when you get there, because that doesn't really matter.
Have we? I don't think.
The OCC, right?
Okay, right.
So someone, I don't know why, but I took a video of Joe spraying out this flat, and obviously you get the same fucking bastards. I would have I would have done 2 coats and had a cup of tea and been home having a wank by the time you finished masking up. I would have been sniffing my own fucking farts. Ugh. Fucking infuriated me.
You're not in a good place. You're not in a good place today, are you?
So yeah, put up this video of Joe spraying out a bedroom. He's got a big fucking bushy beard. And people were, well, that mask seal's not very good. You need a full face mask. By the time he's crammed his fucking beard in that mask, he wouldn't be able to see out of a full face. So yeah, whatever. But yeah, there's these fucking. Oh well, I've been in the game. I don't fucking care how long you've been in the game. You're still a cunt,
Ryan.
I've been in the game 60 years. Oh, we're even bigger cunt. I think that's because. So this is what we decided: is that decorators in general are the grumpiest.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Cuntiest fucking trade going.
Yeah,
They're the fucking most trade there ever is.
There is a thing though, isn't there? There's only one way to do it, and if it's not done my way, then it's the fucking wrong way.
Yeah.
No, there's more
I've been
than one
in the
way.
game 44 years, and I can't see how spraying is any quicker than I am on a brush and a roller. Well, get some fucking glasses then, and maybe you can see how much quicker it is.
But that's it, innit? There's always seems to be that one way, like there's a say on the sheet, well, you have to do it this way or it's the wrong way. No, there's other fucking ways of doing stuff.
Yeah.
It's not how you get there, it's the fucking result at the end.
Exactly.
If the customer's happy and you've got there and it looks good,
and you've been paid.
Exactly. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Just let them do it their way.
Thank you.
What?
Someone that's on board with me, because I just keep getting told, oh, don't worry about it. Why are you? Because if I ignore them, there's no fucking content for the podcast.
Exactly. We don't get upset about
Yeah.
it.
If I don't get fucking riled up about these old cunts, then I've got nothing to talk about when I come on here.
The podcast would be like this.
Dulux is all right. That's what the podcast will be. Yeah, Dulux is fine.
Yeah.
Dulux Trade. Sickens. Asco Nobel.
Yeah.
Dulux Select. Dulux Academy. There you go, just for their old fucking AI listening thing.
Yeah.
Robot's going to take over the planet. But yeah. Oh, I would have had 2 coats. This is the one I was talking about the other day where we... And I don't know why it lines up like this, and maybe I've remembered it wrong, but it was about these 2 coats. No, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Ceiling walls. Filled, rubbed down. All of the walls, not just where we'd filled it.
Yeah.
All of the walls.
You have mentioned on the other podcast.
Masked. Rubbed down all of the woodwork. Masked the woodwork up. 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, 2 coats by 2 o'clock. Fuck off if you're keeping up with that. Fuck right off. I'll tell you what, I'll pay you to go into the job and do it for me if you can beat that with a brush and a roller.
We should. Is there a way of getting this sorted out once and for all? Because I know Dulux Academy have got those bays, haven't they?
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's a way we could actually get it
You
sorted
just
out?
we just need a plot. That's all we need is 2 new builds.
Yeah.
You need to find some builder that's willing to give us 2 new builds and chuck some old fucking cunt in the other one. There you go, mate. Break your back with a fucking 18-inch Colossus and a load of shitty, pissy Armstead vinyl contract bullshit, and I'll jump in this one with a spray machine and a hand masker and some Capadin, and I'll be fucking in the van having a joint by fucking 3 o'clock. How about that one? You old cunt.
So the challenge is going out now. If you are an old cunt,
I know. But, like, it's not even like... and my thing is with these old boys is that, you're all right, you've been in the game 40-odd years or whatever. You're obviously pushing on a little bit just even if you learn just how, you don't even need to mask up if you're spraying ceilings. Yank fucking down like you're straight out, undo the little ceiling rows and spray the wires, because fuck Sparkies. But just learn how to spray ceilings.
Why can't you just let them be, though? Just let them
Because
be.
there's no content if I let them fucking be.
That's true, yeah. Yeah.
And I'm right, and people need to know I'm right.
And the other thing is,
But like,
while you're on this,
Yeah, go
I'm
on.
going to calm you down now and
Go on.
fucking pull up the handbrake a little bit. Why is it that no trades seem to give a fuck about anybody other trade nowadays? You go
Yeah.
on a site and it's just, I've got to do my job. I've got to do,
yeah,
years ago.
the best firm that I ever worked with. We always considered the next trade.
Yeah, exactly,
Those
but-
jobs ran so smooth; it was beautiful.
But nowadays they don't seem to give a fuck about
No.
anybody.
No,
It's-
not particularly. As long as it's easy for me, I can give a fuck what it's like for the next bloke.
Yeah, exactly. Why can't, it's... I mean, we had a bit of that before, didn't we? We did those new builds a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's just everybody's for themselves and no one seems to want to
Yeah.
work together,
And sort of, yeah. Or it might be a little bit more awkward for me, but it makes it a lot easier for this bloke, so we'll do it this way. But yeah.
But, yeah, that's just... I'm just trying
And
to...
this is fucking,
I'm just trying
you, by the time you've been sat there masking up, I would have got a coat on. Well, that's fine, because we're doing 2 fucking coats. It doesn't matter.
I was trying to put one off your stripe,
But,
but
like-
it doesn't seem to have worked.
It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me why, out of pure cunty stubbornness, you want to work harder.
But it might not
It's
work.
an easier way of working. There is no doubt it is an easier way of working. We're not the best sprayers in the world. I'm not particularly good at masking up, right? My masking up is very fucking shoddy sometimes. The amount of times that I've taken the plastic off of a window and there's fucking overspray all down the cunt because I've not masked up the corners properly. Just get a little scraper. You scrape off the shit on the window. We all spray water-based anyway. All you need is a wet rag. It fucking comes up, especially on plastic. Doesn't fucking matter. All of this fucking £50 video fucking masking course and all this shit. Fuck that. We spray water-based paints. Just fucking wipe it off. As long as the customer doesn't see, you're alright.
Why am I getting dragged along with this?
But like,
I want to go to my happy place.
and all of these fucking all intents, you need to walk this certain way when you're spraying ceilings, you need to get the walk going, blah, blah. Fuck that. Chuck it on the fucking wall, leave it for 5 minutes to dry out, see how it dries back. If it needs another one, it needs another one. If not, crack on. Don't need all this fucking uptight, fucking artisan, shitty fucking masking. Nah, just slap a bit fucking on there and get some paint on.
What's artisan's masking? What's
I don't know. It's just artisan painting apparently is the way to go.
Oh,
'cause
is
you
it?
get fucking free van racking. But speaking of Mr. Crump's course, sorry if you're listening, Ian, but £875. Tell you what you get a free fucking scale rule. Well worth it. I'm booking myself in fucking now.
God.
But like, yeah. Just fucking learn to spray ceilings. A couple £100, a 350M, which granted is a shit machine, but it'll get you fucking going. Right? It'll spray Capadin that you've pissed out like 60-70%. It'll get you going. You won't have to fucking break your shoulders anymore rolling anything out. There's just no reason not to other than pure fucking stubbornness. So I started what I'm calling the OCC, the Old Cunts Collective. And that's just
collective now?
Yeah, no, it was always collective.
I thought it was club.
No, it's collective.
Oh, right.
So if you see any of these people on the forums, especially when you post up spraying,
Just
and they
hashtag.
go, yeah, just I see you're part of the OCC. People don't join the OCC. You register people for the OCC
So
yourself.
you nominate.
You nominate people.
Yeah.
So I can't find their names. I can't be asked to go on Facebook. But the couple of blokes that I was chatting to the other day, they're definitely part of the fucking OCC.
So after your comment, just put
yeah.
hashtag.
I see you're part of the OCC as well. Then
Yeah. And he'll say,
there you go. Yeah. Huh? What's the OCC? It means you're an old cunt. Yeah, it just boggles my fucking mind. Like, I can understand you. At least you gave spraying a go back in the fucking early 2000s, late 90s sort of thing.
Yeah.
It did shit you up a bit, and you weren't using the best machines for it, and
No,
fair
I
enough.
don't know even what machine it was. to
And
be
this
honest.
is an old Bosch HVLP, wasn't it?
Oh no, I had one before that. I had an airless.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I had a proper airless.
But yeah.
Got it from Machine Mark.
And I can understand that, like, if you had a bit of a bad experience back in the day, when we were a little bit nervy about it.
When I did it,
But don't say that it's fucking slow or anything like that, because it's complete fucking bollocks. I think the next time we do a job like that with the 2 bedrooms, the 2 bathrooms, 2 coats by 2 o'clock, I'm going to get on Instagram Live and I'm going to stream the entire fucking morning until we finish that second coat.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you might spend a little bit more time masking up, but just fucking get on with it. You know? It's like rubbing down spindles. Just get on with it.
This is turned into a good therapy session for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just fed up of old cunts. There was another post from Miss Chris Gray. Who's
no, there's no connection there at all.
No connection. Chris, I think Chris actually runs this shit quite tight. But I think if you've ever had an argument with someone on Facebook or you thought someone was a bit of a knob, it's probably Chris.
Why?
'Cause he's an all right bloke, I think, but he just comes across a little bit sometimes on Facebook a bit of the wrong way. And I think he knows that as well. But he was saying, how do you attract younger people, teenagers and things like that to be decorators? Because it's not the most glamorous. And I say, honestly, the easiest way to get started attracting younger people to get in this trade, stop being old cunts. You just stop being old cunts. Simple as that.
Half the reason I come into it was just for the banter, because the blokes on site and that, it was just a good laugh. And to be on a site and walk on there and just give it. And I think decorators have definitely got the best sense of humour on site.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nobody else, I don't think.
Because we always get the piss taken out of us.
And
so
we're
always just
piss out of anybody.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
And because we always see everyone's work, so we can talk shit about anyone.
Yeah, but no, I don't know what is the secret then. What is the way?
They reckon maybe pushing spraying and things like that, but I honestly don't think that it's not built for teen coming out of school. It really isn't the trade for it. I think I'm really glad that I spent a couple of years labouring.
Yeah.
For a brickie, just sort of getting out of my system that, you know, if you fucking chuck muck somewhere and it goes all up the wall, it doesn't really matter. Like, you can be a bit messy, you can be a little bit careless. But painting, decorating, you do have to be really careful. You have to be quite on the ball I can't leave an open tin on the side.
You did take a bit of training, didn't you?
Yeah, but you imagine how bad I was if I didn't have that before.
Yeah.
Like, I was quite bad already, but I genuinely think that you've got to be a little bit older to get into this. I don't think you can really start unless you want to do it.
Yeah.
You can't just be, I want to trade. Yeah, painter at 17, because it's not. Yeah, it's just not glamorous.
And it's definitely something. You did not struggle, but it was hard to bring you round and, you know... And
realise that you're working in people's homes. They are always listening. They are always watching.
And, you know, when I told you I don't give a fuck, well, yeah, you need to give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's your reputation.
Yeah. There's a lot more than just... People expect it out of a brickie. You're out there fucking arse hanging out, shouting and screaming off of the scaffold. But when you're a decorator, you've got to have a little bit more fucking... Decorum.
Yeah, you've just got to be... But, yeah... And we've had that conversation.
We much let the decorum slip on the fucking podcast, but yeah, and we did. We had multiple conversations about that, about how you can't just charge in and do what you want. You've got to be a little bit gentler and a little bit
more considerate.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you say, maybe it's a thing. Like you say, unless you really want to do it, it's something that you need to, you know, when you're a bit older and a bit more mature, then you can do it and take it on. And yeah.
And I think it's really easy to look past a lot of the stuff about decorating that you don't really realise. You know, it is a lot of the extra little bits that no one really notices. You know, like, fucking, I'll wash up a cup that I've used in a customer's house and I'll leave it on the side. And granted, it's not the biggest thing. It probably doesn't make that much of a difference, but they'll see it and go, oh yeah, well, he's, you know...
Thoughtful.
Yeah, thoughtful. Yeah. Treats my house with a bit of respect. Going in and instantly slipping your shoes off.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether they want you to or not. And it's just things like that, like little bits. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can get... Unless you've got a team and you can stick them under a couple of people that you trust will keep them in line.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know if working as a one-man band, just getting a teenager on with you is the way to go, really.
I think it is additional stress.
Yeah.
But like you say, if they're going to... But I mean, do they get taught that sort of thing at college or not? You know what I mean?
No, I don't think so.
It's the sort of thing you need to be taught by parents, isn't it? A bit of respect and politeness and manners.
When am I getting that lesson?
Exactly.
Can't help the way I was brought up, mate.
So easy for you, wasn't it? So easy. Why don't I just tease you straight up there? It doesn't even affect me anymore. I don't even get stressed by it because
that is my favourite joke ever. Whenever I've accidentally let slip a swear word, like Joe, you kind of tease out with a customer or whether you can drop a shit or a fuck with him or not. But you never swore in a customer's house. But if I accidentally let one slip, I just go, oh, sorry, it was just the way I was brought up. No, it wasn't. You were brought up to be a respectable young man.
Yeah, I'll give up now.
Didn't do a very fucking good job, did ya?
Right.
Yeah, that's done.
No, stop. We're not.
Oh, we're not. What are you?
he's up there,
Mate, I want to
Buttercup.
go home. It's getting dark.
Yeah, I know. We've got one more. It's getting dark. Well, use it like some van. I'll never do that. Yeah, I'll Google where they are for you. Before we go,
Right.
I did some volunteering this week.
Oh, good. Whiplash back to the start of the podcast.
Well, exactly. I think hang on. How far in are we? 'Cause I just want to make sure it's buried at the back, so no one that I went to work with knows about it. Oh yeah, now we're in. We're all right.
Yeah. No one's listening anymore.
This time next week it's going to be called 2 decks 1 mic extra, because there's going to be the extra bit.
We've been saying that for 3 fucking weeks.
I'll tell you what. If we'd have actually done it when we said we could be millionaires.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hopefully, well, actually, we might be able to get an extra long. We got a week to talk topics tomorrow. From tomorrow.
exactly.
Oh fuck! I'm seeing you tomorrow. Oh good god! Normally I like to see you on a Sunday, and I've got a week break. Just ignore a couple of calls, and then fucking. Oh sorry, Dad, I was asleep. Oh sorry, Dad, I was in the bath.
Oh, you.
No, we were having dinner.
Yeah, you'll be sorry when I'm dead.
Oh yeah. Might get that fucking Vector Pro when you're dead.
Right, listen. You want to go home? Let's get this
I
story
bet
out
you
of the way.
fucking giving it to Laura or something, haven't you? You're giving it to one of my sisters just to fuck me off.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh, Ian Crump's got a message that wants approving in our forum. Oh, guess what? Ian Crump's telling us how good he is.
Is it a £400 course about how to sheet out?
He's got a decorator that's saying how good his course is, his marketing course. Okay.
No, that's fucking good marketing for his marketing course, isn't it?
Yeah, some pretty basic marketing there. I'm glad this is buried at the back. Right. I did some volunteering on Monday for a...
You're supposed to spend the week volunteering.
I was meant to spend the week volunteering, but my taster session for the volunteering people was not very...
Successful.
No. I don't know what it is with volunteering. Well, Ryan said, it's just...
Yeah.
It just seems to be a lot of effort.
They always seem
well
to think,
organised.
especially when it's volunteering and you go in there as an actual decorator, because all the way through the project, they've probably thought of the decorating as we'll just get some people in.
Exactly.
We'll grab some collars off of the street and we'll pull them in and they can slap some paint around. And then when you go in with, I want to do a proper job, they're a bit like, oh shit.
To be fair, we saw what fucking volunteers can pay like, can't we?
My good god.
Fucking hell.
Fuck me.
On bare timber, just gloss.
Just straight gloss.
Fuck it. And it didn't cover, of course, did it?
Yeah, and they thought they'd done a good job, which has started my whole fucking thing of the past couple of months, which is customers don't know how good a job you do, so just fucking toss it in, get paid and go home.
Anyway,
Fucking giving up trying to do a good job.
Turned up there, and they'd taken down internal stud walls. So you can imagine what it's like on the plaster, where when it was first built, they put up stud walls, and then they obviously plasterboard the ceilings, plasterboard the walls. Anyway, they've taken this stud wall down, and so in the ceiling, there's all these tracks where the studs were.
Good 5-inch where studs and plasterboard was.
Yeah, exactly. So we got a gap, the width of plasterboard, plus of course it's been gunned, so it's got cork on it. And the bloke I met there was told, don't worry, he said to me, he said, what would you do with this ceiling? I said, well, it either needs overboarding or plastering. I said, one of the two. I said, whatever. He said, they want me to easy fill it. I said, well, how are you going to get it small? I said, look, he said, well, I'm going to have to do the best I can to get the cork off. So anyway, poor bloke was there with his easy fill, mixed it all up and trying to, it looked absolutely, well, I said...
He was using a bucket trowel, wasn't he?
Yeah, I said, you're better off just fucking Artexing it, mate. Go back to the 80s, it looks... He said, well, the trouble is, he said, the people in the office aren't tradesmen. They've not been on a site. They don't know what's involved.
Yeah.
And he said, we're always trying to get work done. He said, and they just don't realise what's entailed. So, well, the best thing they can do is come out on site for a couple of weeks and get used to... Yeah. So anyway, it was only there. Luckily, on Monday, there was no other
trades.
What they called learners, or I don't think you're allowed to call them kids. They're called learners or something.
Targets.
So you got to call them learners. There were no learners with us, so it was just me and this other bloke. He said, well, make a list of what you want. He said, so tomorrow when you come, you've got, so there I was. I said, well, what do we need to do? I said, we can't really do the walls, I said, until the ceilings are done. I said, because you just wait. He said, I said, what about all that timber? There was a load of timber. I said, it was nice. I said we can prime that tomorrow. He said, yeah, that's a good idea. So we're going to get them to prime the architraves, prime the skirting.
With?
Well, no. He said, well, what do you need? I said, well, we need some knotting. I said, and we need some wood primer. I said, we got any of that? He said, no. I said, I said, well, can we get it? He said, well, I know what's going to happen. He said, I phone the offices, they're going to get a bit funny about that.
I can't really stretch to a £6 bottle of knotting.
He said, so... I said, so, right, okay, well, what are we going to do then? He said, well, I said, because we do need knotting, I said. He said, well, why do you need it? I said, well, because...
To fucking knot! Maybe! You stupid cunt!
Ryan's still here, by the way.
Just rolling a fag. That was very, very much in a happy place there.
So go back there.
Yeah, I'll roll another one. Give me a sec.
So I said, well, you know, we need to do it. I said, because in the end, the knots will come through. He said, well, how long does that take? I said, well, probably, you know, 12, 18 months, 2 years or whatever, depending on...
No, well, my retention's only 8, so fuck it, slap it on.
He said, well, we'll be longer on by that. He said, don't worry. I said, okay. I said, well, it's not really the point, is it? I said, we've got kids here. We're meant to be showing them the right way to do it. I said, and we're just starting... he said, well, I said, wood primer. We need some wood primer. He said, oh, well, he said, again, that's another... He said, could we not just use vinyl matte? And I thought, well, we've all...
I thought, well, I'm going to get in the fucking van and go home. Because you're all obviously a bunch of cunts.
Well, I'm not saying I'm not saying there hasn't been times when it has been done. We've all used a little bit.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But when you're trying to show learners how to do it,
the difference is if you're showing kids that may have an interest in the trade and may want to take it on, and
you
may
want to sort of
do
show a little bit of professionalism.
Yeah. I mean, you know, for the sake of fucking what, £20?
Yeah,
you know,
didn't even need to get a knife. You could have gone and got some Wilco undercoat or something. You just slapped it on and just.
So I mean, I had to drive a good, it was a good hour and a bit to the job.
Yeah.
And I just, on the way home, I thought, this is not fucking... My van's all sign written as well, by the way. So my van's on the job.
Don't really like that one.
All sign written, and you think, do I really want to be involved in this sort of fucking setup?
Shit show. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. This sort of shit show. So I made my excuses and didn't go back because it was just... But yeah, I mean, I know that we have to, you know, I know it's volunteering and and you try and make exceptions, but you shouldn't have to sacrifice the standard of work, should you? You shouldn't.
No.
It's just, and especially, like I say, if you've got kids that are going to be interested and may want to do it, fucking show them properly at the start. Don't
give them a good idea of what's going on.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Imagine if they did get involved, they went on an apprenticeship, they went to college, you know, how... I'm going to prime some wood here. Oh, well, where's the emulsion then? You think, fucking poor kid. He's going to look all right. You know, no.
Yeah. No, it just starts off on the wrong foot, doesn't it? And you're not one for that. Like, especially if it's, you know, you're here to paint. You want all of the shit there ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. It's just no. It wasn't a good start. So my volunteering experience lasted a good 8 hours, and that was the end of.
Yeah, that was the end of that. And being the end of that, it's the end of the show.
So next week, are we definitely going to be getting...
No, I wouldn't say definitely. Maybe. Probably maybe. Depends if you send me a screenshot or actually look into it this time. All landlords are bastards. Don't forget to follow at @SD_decorating on Instagram.
TJ at TJ Decorating on Instagram, and also...
Painting and Decorating Tips by TJ, John Mears' blog, jmears.co.uk. Don't forget to check out the Vag, Nordfarg, and ICANN, and
don't forget to get your paint
send
from
a fucking
Caparol
message
paints,
on
and also
Facebook,
CT1